Hello guys and welcome today to Elro's OK. Today we're going to be reviewing the Huawei P8 Lite 2017. Yes, I said this video was going to come out ages ago, but I've decided to thoroughly test the phone and I've kind of forgot to do it. But anyway, let's get straight into this one. So firstly, let's have a look at the phone. It is absolutely beautiful in design, very thin phone. Very nice looking for a budget end phone, and it kind of reminds me of, it's got like the little bumped up screen like the Samsung Galaxy series. It looks like an iPhone from the side bit, and then looks on the back like a Pixel, the same place the Pixel has it. Okay, so let's talk about the phone itself. So firstly, the features: we've got a micro USB port for charging and stuff like that. We have two grills here, although the speaker is only on one. One of them is actually just there for design purposes, not actually doing anything. So if you're expecting more from your speakers, then it's only because one side works. That's why it may sound less. Up here we have the sensor, we have the front facing camera, the speaker for when you're calling people. We have up here a microphone, a headphone jack. On this side is where you put your SIM in. And over here we have the power and volume buttons, and then on the back the fingerprint button and the two cameras. Now I personally like where the fingerprint button is on like the Android design, because it suits my hand. I'm used to holding it and then pressing the button and look, it's on like that. Obviously I get some iPhone users will do that, but I personally feel that that's a better place to have it. And as you can see, it is instantly responsive very well. And also another lovely feature of the fingerprint button is if you flick down at the back, you can move the menu up, and if you have notifications and you double tap, the notifications will go away and the bar goes away, and that's all controlled by the fingerprint button. And there's a lot you can do with the fingerprint button, which is really good. In terms of the phone itself, I mean, you can also, it's very responsive, very easy to power on, do the password and stuff like that, but lets you in. So let's have a look at the phone itself. Firstly, it is a full HD screen, and as you can see, it is looking absolutely crisp, clear and beautiful. There's a lot you can do with it. At the minute it's just on the standard setup mode, which is kind of like an iPhone look-esque, of where you flick through and all your apps are there, but it's running Android obviously. Huawei are very much like Apple in the way they set up, it's just it runs Android. As you can see there, you have the button at the top and you've got the settings, stuff like that. So this is on medium brightness. If we put it on low brightness, you can still see it, but it's not very bright. But obviously I like it on about medium brightness. That's where I tend to keep it, because it's a nice screen to view at this level and works in most lights. But obviously if it's highlight conditions, you got full brightness, and as you can see, it is lovely to look at. So I'm going to put it back on medium brightness because that's what it does. So yes. Let's test the sound quality next. I'll put up some music. We'll get Apple Music on and we'll just start playing a song. So we'll put it on the lowest setting possible, and now we'll extend the sound so you can just hear how loud it can get to.
Just let me love you when your heart is tired. Cold hands, red eyes, packed your bags at midnight.
So yeah, as you can see, the phone goes pretty loud. It is slightly tingy, but you should expect that from only one speaker there in such a thin phone as well. You weren't going to be expecting more than that for a budget end phone, but I mean, quality sound really good. It is very loud, and I do like how loud it is, even though it is only one speaker, and I think it really works well. Another thing we should have a look at is obviously the camera. So the camera, there you go, we're on the selfie camera right now. It is really good selfie camera, 8 megapixels. We've got beauty face on there that you can turn on and off at the top. That just means it'll Photoshop it for you before you go in. We've got you can have the flash on from the front, and there's lots of things, settings in there. You can change the resolution, GPS tag, if you want it to SD card, lots and lots of things. Both the selfie camera and other ones have different modes. If you want to switch camera, there is a button up here and it switches, and at the back we've got a 13 megapixel camera that's really good, and actually The zoom quality on this thing for a digital zoom is actually really sharp and very nice indeed to use. So the camera works really well and takes really crisp quality photos. The phone itself works really well. I mean, we are packing an octa-core processor here with loads of power behind it, and to support that we have 3 GB of RAM. Now, what is another cool feature about Huawei is that when you open up an app, let's say we open up Instagram, and you press that button there, it tells you at the bottom here how many gigs of RAM you're using. So at the minute I'm using 1 gig of RAM, so it means I'm quite safe to keep open as many apps as I need. But obviously that gives you a point where you know you need to close the app to make sure the phone doesn't crash. Another thing that's really good about this phone is when you're using lots of high use apps and the battery power is draining, it'll tell you which ones are really using high use, so you can close them straight away. Even if they run just in the background, you can close the background task till you've charged, just so you can save power, and which is also a good thing. The battery life on heavy usage, I would use heavy use with lots of big heavy usage apps that keep opening in the background. You'll definitely easily get a day's worth of battery life out. If not 2 days, you can stretch it to. If you're just a light phone user who just wants something that they can, you know, call and text, it can probably go for a very long time, good couple of days to probably a week if it's just light usage. But obviously I use it heavy, so I'm getting about a day's charge, but I am running some powerful apps in the background, which does take a bit of a drain on the battery. Apple Music especially is quite a drainer if you leave that on. Uses quite a lot of RAM as well. Overall, I'd say the phone is really good. I'd give it a solid 10 out of 10, to be honest. For the price it is, for the look of it, for the way it works, the design, it is honestly a perfect phone for the price. I haven't found any faults with it whatsoever. I think it works well, it does its job. Obviously charging would be the only minor issue. It's not USB-C, but you wouldn't expect that from a budget end phone. For a budget end phone, I don't think you could get any better than this. I think design wise, looks stunning. Work features is absolutely stunning, very responsive, very quick, really quick loading times as well. The processor in it is insane. It's an octa-core processor. You're never going to crash with this. It's got 3 gig of RAM and the 2 cameras are beautiful. So overall, I'd say this phone is probably the perfect phone for anyone who's looking for a budget phone, who wants it to act more like a high class or a medium class phone. This is definitely the phone for you. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button and share it on social media. Tell me in the comment sections below what you think of the phone, whether you want to get it, what other phones you'd like to see me review. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. I'm going to start making more videos again on this channel, so make sure you have that subscribed. And if you are subscribed, make sure you have the bell button clicked so you get more notified when I make new videos. And if you want to see me on my main channel, which is now called Gate of Theories, there'll be a link in the description or a card, and there'll also be one at the end of the video, an end screen card, just to click to go and see my main channel where we do film theories, top 10s, then nows, reviews and so much more. So it's really good on that channel. I definitely recommend you go and check it out. We've just hit 200 subs on that channel, so go check it out. And as always, I've been here on Elrose OK. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching, guys.